So whilst we're in the model room, I thought actually we'll get back onto a little bit of landscaping. And one of the things I thought it'd be good to talk about is trees. Now you might think to yourselves, trees? That's not very exciting, but I think it is because I've noticed there's so many different variations of trees, whether they be like the Hornby, whether they're plastic ones. I've got some knock ones which are very kind of textile to touch, and I've got those like scenics ones that I've been using for Levisham Forest. I'm also very aware that some of you make your own and make them look quite realistic, where you buy sort of the branch structure and you buy the lichen to kind of make the trees yourself, which also look very good and very realistic. So I've got lots of different ones and I'm using all different types around the layout, as you may have noticed, even though not all of them are appearing yet, as I have had again people saying, are you having any trees? Well, there are some starting to appear, and I have got a lot sort of housed on the bed under the layout too. So what I thought is, let's get the trees out, let's have a look at them and tell me which ones you think are the best, and also if you do make your own, sort of, you know, why you do that, and you know, do you prefer it, or do you like the creative kind of part that gives you too, or do you just think it gives you an overall better appearance and look? So let's go and have a look at some trees. This isn't it starts where it's not turning off. I don't know, I think I need a nuke. So let's talk trees. So these are the ones I'm using for Levisham Forest at the moment. So you can see they're Woodland Scenics realistic trees. I love the height of those and the skinniness because, again, for those who know the area, Levisham Forest is very much sort of that kind of tall tree. I want some dead fall in between them. So when I saw those, that was actually the model shop. I actually thought they're perfect, and then he'd only got one lot of those, but I did manage to find some more online. Then we've got the knock variations I've got here, whereas that one, I mean, it looks plasticky, but it has actually got texture to it when you touch that compared to the Hornby ones. And then again there's these ones which, maybe these are knock as well. Again, texture, they're quite nice. I saw those when I was in, I think it was Grimy Times, and I thought, yeah, I like those. Now here we have the Hornby, just to compare alongside. This is like the Hornby Scale Scenics. I'm not sure how well that's showing up through the plastic, but compared to the knock one, different you see the texture there compared to, we'll go down to little squat in a minute, compared to the texture on there. And then, but this is Hornby too. I've got this from Dave Edge's shop in Gormont. These are the Scale Scenics, where again that's more for constructing your own, I think, like, or kind of like shrubs, that kind of thing. And again, this kind of stuff, you know, as you know, shrubs, hedgerows, trees, and that's probably more hedgerow looking at that one actually. They're all from Dave's. So if we just move down to the little squat where I have got some trees in, if you come with me. In fact, there we go. So there's Levisham Forest, hasn't really moved on, but do you see what I mean about the height, the skinniness, the height, that's just. And then of course you've got the ones I've already put in here. So these are all Hornby. That's apple tree. There, as it's on the farm. There's one I put in there. And another one of the rowan trees, which I have got another one to go into. But see, they kind of, I don't know, they're quite coarse. They do feel quite, probably not coming across well in the video, but you'll know what I mean. So those are the ones I've already got in. Whereas those are very textured. Can't quite reach over, my arms aren't that long, but very textured they are. So when I actually open this box, I'll perhaps show you those compared to the others. So yeah, that's just the variations. I've got like lots of the same of these, kind of on the bed ready to go in, but it's just showing you the different variations just to see what you guys like. So there's the different ones I've got. As I say, which do you think? Do you prefer perhaps the Hornby more plasticky ones? Do you prefer sort of the ones that feel a bit more tactile to touch? Or do you make your own? Like I said, I'll be very interested to know. I'm going for sort of a combination, as you can see, and that's why I've got so many different ones. So once the layout's finished and once it's sort of across, you'll see I'm going to have like a mixture, a combination. Maybe that's what you guys prefer too. What I actually thought is when I mix them in together, if I'm not happy perhaps with the plastic ones, as I'm not sure they're my most favourite, then I'll probably just whip them out and replace them. But at the moment I'm very intent on using them, mixing them in, just so it gives you like a texture variation and an appearance variation as well. So yeah, it'd be very interesting to know.